Why is it dark?
Oh, it's because it's not turned round. There we go. That's better, isn't it?
Hello.
Hello. There we go. I hate that bit when you get
Works
so...
better this way. Wow, the light is pink now.
It's very pink, and you see it's different when we set it up.
Yeah, everything's always different.
I know. We had it just nice, didn't we? And it's all, we've all moved.
Well, everything's moved.
I know.
Do you still want to have that light on? We are yellow now.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. Okay.
Changing colour.
Yeah.
Gives us a little light. Look, people are coming in now and we're not ready. We've moved cushions, we've moved chairs. I think we're about central, don't you?
Wow, central enough. Hello,
Central
everybody.
enough. Hello, everyone. Hello,
Great
hello.
to see you.
Yes, I know. We've had to sort out the lighting in here tonight because we changed everything around, and when we set it up on a video just now, we was like really central and we was the same height and everything. So that has gone pants.
Yeah. Yeah,
But never mind.
you don't look that short now. I can go a bit down.
How you going to play like that? Lying down. So it's always a challenge when you're working with somebody as short as I and as tall.
No, we are the same size. Look. Oh,
Yes, we are. We are. Let's look at the clock. We'll just give everyone a chance to get in. It's still just coming up for 7:30. Nice to see so many of you joining us tonight as well. And I was surprised to hear it raining actually, because it was just such a lovely day. It's been really, really. I've got to do something with this. Don't look at me. I don't like going close to the screen when it's not. I really don't. There you go. That's better, isn't it? We're more central now, are we?
Yeah.
That looks better, doesn't it? Yeah. Ah, yeah, I like that. Well, good evening, everyone. And yeah, so I was just saying, I heard it raining and I thought, oh, is it really raining? Because it's been such a lovely, crisp day.
Yeah, well, it's been like spring for me. Like, this is how spring is in Finland. With all the birds and everything. It's amazing. I love it.
The birds have really been singing today. They really have. So, but I'm sure you all know Sven by now. But if those that have joining us that haven't met us before, I'm Lynn and this is Sven.
Hello.
And he's all the way over from Finland. He's been with us for a good few months now.
Oh, half a year.
Half a year, and still a little bit longer yet. Anyway, so but it's lovely to see you. We've got a nice evening lined up for you again tonight. Hopefully. And as you can see, we've got power. We only ever did one meditation in the dark. But yeah, what I'd like to do is just straighten my fringe. That's the diva in me.
You know, I actually think I have to sit up if we are going to do some chants or something.
Yes, well, we can.
So.
He'll sit up in a minute, he'll be taller than me. But anyway, I hope you set yourself some time for yourselves tonight. I really do, because I think we all need that space and that time for ourselves. And I've got a few things lined up for us tonight. I'm going to do a guided meditation. But before we do that, I'd like to set the energy and set the space. And, you know, just feel free to sit in with us and from our circle to your circle. So. To the spirits of this place, of this land, from our circle and our hearts to your circle and your heart, wherever you are in the world. We come together tonight joined by this magic of this internet that's linking us all together. May this evening be one of connections, one of healing, one of upliftment, one of joy, one of beauty. And I'd just like to give a little thanks to the start of the day, the crisp white frost, the ice in the puddles that have frozen over, and the early walk that we went on down our track, and the call of the flute and the prayer that went out, and the sun that pulsated with life. And the day has been busy and beautiful, bright, and we're here tonight. May you all find something from tonight to take home with you and hold in your heart, as we ask that those that guide us be with us. Hey Namaste. you. I love the thought of the circles, the sacred circles, our circles, your circles, and circles within circles. And everything is in that, we're in that time of change, that time of starting to stir, starting to wake up. I was looking around today, and I'm hoping Darren's here tonight. Can't wait to see our about 150 hyacinths pop up that he's lovingly planted over the last few years. And I realised the other day, because I haven't been out to the shops, I haven't been out since September really, that I haven't bought any hyacinths. So my kitchen's been lacking the fragrance of the hyacinths, and then normally when they finish, Darren plants them. So I'm sort of looking every now and again. I think, oh, there's one there and there's one there, and they are gradually, you know, coming up, because we are sort of changing now. The days are growing longer. Very noticeable that at 5 o'clock it was still light.
We don't have hyacinths in here.
No hyacinths.
As you talked about it, there was a strong smell of it.
I'm not at all surprised. Yeah, we decided that I had a bit of an obsession with them at one time, because you can buy pots where there's 3 in a pot, and what I love about them is that they fill your home with fragrance, and then when they finish you can take the bulbs and just plant them, and then they'll pop up all over the place like they do here. So yes, I love them. You get them with white, pink and blue. They're gorgeous. And I really like to have the surprise. I'd rather not have pots that says what colour it is. I won't want to see them open up, then have the surprise of what colour they are. But it's always that sign, isn't it? The sign, that looking out there and sort of seeing everything come into being. So we're going to do a chant in a moment, which I think some of you know, because we did it in our chant night the other night, and it's quite a simple chant. I've got the words here for Sven if we forget them. I've written here. Yeah. We cheat. And
I can't remember this one. You know.
And then after that, I'm going to take you on a meditation to the wonderful music of Neil H. We've been working with his Seasons CD. And because we're coming up to the time of Imbolc, we're only about a week, just over a week away from Imbolc, and so it's the first of the 3 spring festivals. So we're going to have a meditation tonight on that spring, that turning of the wheel into spring. So, but before we do that, I also found that we need some prayers sent out for our workshop here, because I'm sitting in a bit of a puddle. We've noticed we've got we've had a few leaks, and I've got a wet fur just here and a couple of wet furs in here, so hopefully not long now we can get the best weather and get everything out and get it dried, get it aired. But we are changing, so this is the chant change. So if you've got a drum, great. If you haven't, use your leg, clap your hands, whatever, and let's sing this vigorously. Sing it so loud that we can hear you. We want to be able to hear them, don't we?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'll read the words to you. It's called Change. Change is coming, moving forward on the wheel. Like the seasons changing, lead the way with love and hope. Change is coming, moving forward on the wheel. Like the seasons changing, lead the way with love and hope. Change is coming, moving forward on the wheel. Like the seasons changing, lead the way with love and hope. Change is coming, moving forward on the wheel. Like the seasons changing, lead the way with love and hope. Change is coming, moving forward Lead the way with love and hope. Change. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that, and sing it, chant it, feel it, because it's a really nice, it's a simple little chant, that one, but it's it's very powerful. It's yeah, it's a really good little chant, that one. So okay, so time for this meditation now. So I hope if you've got a landline, you've taken it off the hook. You've got your phone on silence, you've got a sign on the door, do not disturb. So lower the lights and get yourself nice and comfortable. So wherever you are, whether you're on the chair, whether you're laying on the floor, just be nice and comfortable. And take this time for you. It's time for you. And as you start to feel the music enter you, start to feel relaxed. Take a deep breath in and then let it out. Finding that rhythm that suits you. Breathing in the freshness and the newness. And on the outward breath, breathe out any stresses, any tensions, any pains. Just let them go on the outward breath. Breathing in the freshness and breathing out that doesn't serve you. And with each breath you start to feel more and more relaxed. Every muscle, every bone, every tendon starting to relax. Breathing in and breathing out in your own time, in your own rhythm. So nothing is forced, but you're comfortable. Not to anyone else's pattern, but your own. On those outward breaths, let all those things go, all those things that cause you unbalance, that don't serve you, that are of no use. But they are there, they are real. So you are accepting them, but you're letting them go. It's like you acknowledge them, but then you release them. Every muscle, every bone, every tendon is relaxing. Your feet that have walked many miles, your legs that carry you, your arms, your hands, your body, the trunk, your throat, your mouth, your ears, your nose. Just feel them all relaxing. This feeling of relaxing and of bliss comes over you. You start to become aware that you're laying in the fetal position, curled up and safe like a baby. As you open your eyes, slightly dark, you don't feel as concerned, you don't feel worried. There's something comforting in that darkness. You realise that you are gradually you start to move up and up. And you realise that you are in a root of a tree. And you're making your way up from the root, through the ground, through the cold earth. Wiggling your way, moving with grace and ease. For you can just make out this little light. And you're heading towards this light. You can smell the rich dark earth. You can feel the dampness, but it's not uncomfortable. It's comforting. And the light becomes brighter and bigger. And you emerge from the root into the trunk of the tree, steadfast and strong and powerful. And there's an opening in the trunk of this tree, only a small opening, but it's big enough for you to look out of. And you start looking out of it, and the air is different. There's a different fragrance. It's a fresher, almost perfume. And you feel that stirring of that excitement once again within you. And the opening of this tree starts to open wider, until suddenly you're expelled out with grace and ease. It's like a birth. And you come out of this tree and you're on the earth. And you stand up and you stretch the sun starting to filter down. And in front of you is this winding path through the greenest of green that you've ever seen. Trees of every shape line the way. It's breathtakingly beautiful, and the smells are divine. And you start to walk this pathway that gradually takes you up this hill. And with each step, this excitement is still there. It's getting quicker and faster. You want to get to the top of this hill, but don't miss, in your hurry, the beauty that's on either side. Notice the little fae folk might be playing and laughing and looking and pointing at you. All the different mushrooms that are growing, the different fungi. And you notice on the leaves of the trees, tight little buds. There's so much happening. But up and up and up this hill you go. Almost like you're reaching to the bluest sky. As you reach the top and you look down in the valley, it is the purest white you've ever seen. For there's hundreds and hundreds of the most delicate snowdrops created this cloak of pure white for the goddess. On your right is a bench, and here on this bench you're going to be met by someone that you know, that you love, that has a message for you, that brings with them the healing and the love that you so need at this moment in time. Here you will sit, marvelling at this cloak of white of the goddess, the greenery around you. Either side of the bench stands 2 birch trees, like guards, sentinels, just standing there and holding that space and that energy. Here I will leave you, knowing that you are safe, to enjoy this space, this time. Until it's time for me to return. Enjoy. course, to those that have joined you for now. And you take another look at that beautiful white cloak in front of you, and you absorb the energy and the love from the goddess, from the mother. Two birch trees, you give your thanks and gratitude for holding that space for you. If you left the bench, you make your way back towards it. Always taking a moment to say thank you for what you've seen, who you met, who you touched, who touched you in that place of love, of heart, of spirit. And it's time to walk away and turn away from the white field before you and look back down the hill towards the tree from whence you were reborn. And you start to make your way back down that track. Senses are heightened and sharp, and you see more. You see more of the Fae folk. They're waving to you. You may see one of the animals that under the ferns that are poking their little eyes out to see you. You acknowledge them all. Acknowledge the sun that shone through and lightened your way. That sun that's growing in its strength and power every day as the wheel turns. Sun that teases still. For maybe we are at the first of the spring. We still have the cold, maybe the snows and the frosts. But the land is waking as you are. The land is starting to shake off the coldness with each day. Feeling balanced, feeling refreshed, and feeling connected. Make your way to the tree where you started this journey. Until you see the opening in the tree once again. And you climb back in. And you lay down, curled up. You're not going to go right back down into the roots, for you are starting to emerge. And know that this place is your place to return to at any time you wish to. It is there for you. So anytime you start to feel unease or off balance, just take yourself back to your tree, to inside its strength. Feel its roots that hold you and feed you. And look out to the light that is there waiting. Know that this place is yours to go at any time you choose. Again, in your your mind, you give your thanks to all you've experienced. Slowly, all starts to fade. All starts to fade. Until once again you're aware of the room in which you started the journey. Aware of my voice. And bringing yourself back into the body, back into the now. So it's coming back into the now, back into the room where you started this journey. Becoming aware of your physical body. And I'll start seeing some movement, and I'll know that everybody's, or some people are starting to come back. There we go. Hello, everybody come back. I need to see some icons going up, and I need to see that everybody's back. Can you give me some indications? That's it.
No, I got that.
Yeah.
No, I said something in Finnish.
Did you?
Secrets.
Oh, secrets. I was talking in Finnish now. The secrets. Okay, good to see you all come back. I hope you enjoyed that. It's beautiful, beautiful music of Neil's. So it's a it's a double album, and you've got the 4 seasons on there, and it's absolutely most incredible. Really visualize it, can't you? The music really helps to take you to where you need to be. So
I think my brains went a bit wild on the DMT. Released a bit too much. I was somewhere.
You went off some.
I was off.
He was off. He was off. I think I could see he was off at one point. Yeah. Anyway, lovely to see you coming back. I'm glad you enjoyed that meditation. And the beauty of these nights is that all of these videos are all, you can catch all of them again at any time on our Shamanic Centre page. So you go on the Shamanic Centre Care Karain page, all of the videos that we've done, all of the workshops we've done, all the meditations that we've done, you can see them again. That's what I like about this. Anybody that hasn't been able to see it even with us live tonight can still get it tomorrow. So okay, nice to see you all coming back. Oh, it's so lovely when you can, when you smell that earthly smell, and then I mean, I always know when it's going to snow because I can smell it, and people look at me a bit strange sometimes. I say, I can smell the snow. But I think when you really are in touch with those elements and those spirits, if you like, you can tell these things. You can.
I don't know where the smell of the hyacinths came. Like, I can't believe there's any. And there's nothing that smells even close to that. That was really.
That's the pure magic, isn't it?
I don't know.
That's the real magic. That's what I love. That's when those sort of things happen. We've had a few of those things lately that have, been a bit surprising. So yeah. So anyway, have a good stretch. I think I'm going to send you off again in a minute because I've got something I want to read that's going to more than likely send you all off again. But I love the wheel. I love the wheel of life. I live it. It's who I am. It's what I do, and I love those changes. I love the feeling. I've always said if everybody was to think in circles rather than straight lines, everything would be a lot smoother running. I just love that turn of the wheel, and you can really feel that movement.
I have to say, I have never experienced it so strongly as here. I've been here for 6 months, and I spend most of the time outdoors in the roundhouse or just outdoors. And I'm like, it's amazing to see how the wheel turns and experience it.
It's really magical, isn't it? It's magical to really be part of that. I think that's that connection. I think that connection then takes us so much deeper into, I mean, as I was saying in our chanting night the other night, that a lot of time when I walk the track is when I get inspired and it like today when I don't know if anybody see the flute, that was just so in the moment, and the sun, it was like it was pulsating. I mean, I expect it was a glitch on the film, but it was like the magic. It was like really answering the call of the flutes, and there is something.
Oh, that was amazing live, I have to say.
Yeah, it really was. It's magical. And I mean, the more you are connected to these beautiful elements and the changes on the wheel, it's the more you are. And I know Neil's sending me a lovely message there. I can't quite read it. It's that tiny writing, but I will read it later on. So thank you, Neil. Yeah, and if you're wanting to get that CD, by the way, please don't do the summer one till you've heard my meditation though. But it's you can find all of Neil's music on www.neilhofficial.online. Okay, and anybody don't get that and you couldn't quite catch it, I'm quite happy to, if you message me, or I'll put it up on the stream later. So, but staying with spring, as I said to you, I love the seasons, and each of them bring their own quality, their own change, their own difference with them. And it's funny, at the end of the hot summer, I'm really looking forward to the coldness of the winter and the dark nights. And
is this where I'm playing something?
It is.
Oh.
It is. Sven's going to play along to this. Aren't you, Sven?
Yeah, just play around with some chords.
And it's one of the pieces. I let me explain what happens. Every now and again, I'll get onto the computer, and these things just flow out of me, and I have to send them over to my daughter to spell check them, because a lot of times I haven't got a clue what I'm writing. Some of them are quite simple, some of them are very complicated. If you've read the charade, is it charade? You'll know exactly.
Facade.
Oh, the facade, that was it. See, I didn't even know what the word meant. Funny enough, my husband's been going through all his paperwork today, over the last few weeks actually, and he found my school report. And he said to me, it's abysmal. I was absent 60 times on one of them. 60 times.
Oh, excellent.
And my grades went down and down and down and down and down. But that's what happened when you were a kid that couldn't read, couldn't write. So I rebelled and...
Been there, done that, and I could read and I could write.
But funny enough, I've got my mum and dad's signatures on there, and not once did they notice how many times I was absent. They never once asked me.
Really?
It's because I was always playing hooky. Yeah, we used to go around my friend's house, or my friends come to my house. So. Anyway, I've got this lovely reading I wrote the other day. So if you want to have a little listen to this, and again, if you like it, I'll put it up on the page. And it's The Sleeping Awakens. Still we feel the shiver of the January chills as they enter our bones. Cosy under our blanket of warmth we lay. Do we dare venture out just yet? Heavy, yet healing the darkness which has given us a place to retreat. A place of comfort and healing throughout the long days of winter. But now it starts to feel dense and heavy and cumbersome. Restless, we feel that need for light, yet shielding our eyes from the brightness, for after the dark, it needs a gentle adjustment. There's a stirring in the veins of the mother. She's on the edge of rebirth. There is the whispering of a promise that is only just audible. You have to listen. An air of anticipation and excitement, but also a slight reluctance, hesitancy to move from that comfort and that safety of the darkness. The quickening is evident as the gestation has been reached and the birth is imminent. We are all preparing to emerge, hopefully feeling refreshed and vitalised. Yet slowly, has to be slowly, as our energy, gentle and graceful, for there is no rush. Jack Frost will still come and paint the land. The breath will still be seen. Bicycles may still hang. The father sun grows warmer day by day. Pushing our way outwards towards that light, also towards new possibilities. The countless beauty of promise that is there waiting for us to break free and grab it firmly in our grasp. The warmth of our inner flame is ready to ignite the fire that will warm us and transform us. We are the creative spark of our own manifestations. We are all the possibilities, for all that we seek is at our fingertips. So we ask, may we have vision and enthuses us to build upon these joys of rebirth and new opportunities, and the many countless possibilities that lay before us, just like the first tiny shoots that are starting to show, the new buds that are starting to form, all that are slowly pushing through their way to the light. Together, as we breathe and grow, let us move from that dark and plant our love, our seeds to grow, and watch them germinate and spread across the world with a glow. For the sun to warm them and the rains to water them, for them to flourish. To do this, we must first reach out of our comfort, coming out of the darkness, making our way, stretching and reaching, not afraid, but welcoming this exciting adventure that continues as the wheel turns into spring. That was lovely, Sven. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cool. Hope you enjoyed that. If I do put it up, there's bits in it that are not there. Because I had it written down, but there was a lot of stuff coming. There was a few.
Oh,
there was a few things that just come out in that moment, in that time. So, but yeah, so that was lovely. So I really like that. Cool. So
it's still going on.
it was interesting. It sounded more like the strings of a guitar then for a minute, didn't it? Didn't it? But I don't know if it did come from there.
Soon it will go on the radio.
Anyway, I hope you're all good out there. And yes. So what I'm going to do now is I thought it'd be really, the energy here is very much about the individual, the self, the healing and what we need. It's you know, there's been an awful lot of sadness around this last few days, and especially in my hearts, because, you know, a very good friend passed to spirit. And obviously I'm dealing with a lot of people who are in, you know, are not in good spaces, and I wasn't in a good space myself. But we're all what I call gets on this wobble train sometimes. And, you know, we've been on this wobble train really since almost this time last year. And it's okay. We all have a wobble now and again. We all get on this wobble train. But what I would like to do now is to do another chant with you. It's a very it's about the wheel that turns, and this is what's happening. We are moving. Everything passes, so we will come out of this, because that wheel turns and everything moves, everything changes. So this is that wheel that turns. This is Alwyn Gangri Budrath. So please, as you pick it up, join in with us. Sven's shaking his head.
No, because I was thinking by myself, I want to know what this chant is like. How does it go on? I saw your spelling. I was like, oh.
You see, my
I have no idea, but I heard you say it now, so maybe I
Yeah, see, I write everything down phonetically, but it fits for me. But it, you know, anyone like before I was Sven's like looking at it, it's like I'll sing a song and half the words I'm singing are not even there. And it's very difficult when they need to sing it with you, especially when I go and ad lib and just do things in the moment. But we use this chant a lot in our teaching group, our Shamanic Pathways group. And one of the most powerful places I've ever done this is in the waterfall at St Nectan's Glen in Cornwall. When we did this chant there with a group, it was really amazing. So I'll sing it through a couple of times with you.
Good. And
then we'll do it. But feel that feel that movement inside you, feel that change coming, feel that excitement. Know of all those possibilities that you have all got at our fingertips. All of us have got these, you know, but we have to have vision. We have to have that. We have to put that hope out. We have to have that vision. For else, if we don't have the vision and we don't do things, it's not going to happen. We just stagnate. So let's move. Okay. So here we go. It goes quite deep. I've got to be careful to stay present and not go off. So it can take me away, this song. Right, ready. Awen gangui bedreth 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 Oh, the sacred wheel that turns. The wheel of knowledge. The wheel of growth. And the wheel of enlightenment. Okay, everyone. See people coming back from that. There's another one that can just take you away. If you really get that last bit, that you can really feel that vibrating right in your face, in your throat, in your mouth, and then you take it down, you feel that in your whole body. So really have your lips really quite closed when you do that. So you can really feel that frequency and that vibration. Did you feel that, Sven?
Yes, but I was quite much distracted by fact that I wanted to check how it goes, and then I always remembered that it doesn't work.
Right, okay. We do like the humour as well, you know.
Well, but then again, I thought, well, how would I spell that?
Okay, guys, so how would you spell Alwyn Gangui Budrath? Okay, so Alwyn Gangui Budrath. Okay, so I spell it, my dyslexic little Lenny spells it A-R-E for R, win, W-I-N, then Gan, then Gree, Budrath. If I put it up, I think it's backwards for you guys, so I'll say it now.
Yeah.
I'll
yeah,
win.
but, like, it's just, yeah, it
Gang
makes
queen.
sense. It makes complete sense. And like, I didn't expect there to be a on the end.
I can't write that. How do I write a
But you have written it.
Have I?
Yeah.
Oh look, I have. I've written you. Told you I'm not easy to work with. Nobody really likes working with me. Well, they do. They love it.
You know, she keeps repeating that so much that she, in the end, she has started to believe it herself.
What, that I'm really awkward to work with?
Yeah.
Am I awkward to work with? No,
No.
not really. Good. That's okay then. I'm quite easygoing actually. Sven said last time I'm quite easygoing. I just think that when I've got things written down in my language and I can understand them, it can't be easy for someone else that's looking at it thinking, what the hell is she saying?
Yeah.
And it's funny because you know, I was quite illiterate really. I couldn't write properly at all for many years, and it's funny because over the years since I've been writing music, so I've been writing songs since about 20 odd years now, and I'll pull something out and I look at it and I see all these spelling mistakes because my spelling's got better, because even Google understands me. We're typing something else and Bruce will say, oh, Google won't get that, and Google does get it, you know, and it gets changed right, so it's cool, it's good. But we have had laughs with it. You know, there's been some real fun things with my spellings, I tell you, some real fun things. Some of them are a bit X-rated that I can't really go live on, but anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this evening. That particular chant and changes are all were given to me to spirits, so feel free to use them in your ceremonies, and you know, but do explain what they're about as well. It's important not to just sing them, because they have a meaning and they have a story behind them, so they're important.
But I have to say about Google that don't Google Translate. If you want to say something in Finnish to someone and you Google Translate it from the English, I can, like, Lee did it. It didn't work. It's really bad.
What did it say then?
Well, that's stuff you can't say on this
Oh,
live
you can't
stream.
say it live, so be very careful when you use the translator on Google.
Yeah.
It was interesting because I sort of got the idea of what I wanted to do tonight, and then just before I was just sort of getting ready to come down, I want to finish with this before I do a closing. I've seen again some unkindness, experienced it, seen it, and it's so sad. I think we're in a time now where you know, it would be so much nicer if we could just all be kind, and if nothing else, just be kind. So here's a thought for you all, and I thought, well, a thought for the week, maybe, a thought for the month, but what about a thought for a year, or a thought for always? And I'm going to read you what I wrote. It was, in this time where a lot of people are riding the wobble train, they all ride it from time to time, where emotions may be really raw and heightened, our sensitivity is heightened. Maybe more than it's ever been, because we're all in a situation here, in a position that we've never found ourselves in before. So think about your words before they fly from your tongue and from your mouth. Be mindful in all you say. Think. Is it true? Is it helpful? Is it necessary? Is it kind? If it's any of these, then say nothing at all. I'm going to dedicate the candle tonight to a friend who passed this week to Spirit, and to many other souls that have found their way home this last few days. So let's just close, and thank you so much everyone for joining us. Love reading your comments afterwards. If anybody wants anything, you know, sometimes the meditation might take you a bit deeper, please feel free to drop me a message. I can always drop you my, give you my phone number and we can have a talk. It's easier for me to do a talky thing than it is to do a typey thing. But I'm always here to listen, and I might not have all the answers, but I'll do my damnedest to help in any way I can. So do that, and keep in contact. We've got a few more things coming up. In bulk on the 31st, Sven and I are going to do a lovely ceremony, simple ceremony in our roundhouse, in honour of Imbolc and the goddess. Very good. So do join us for that. And I've got the questions and answers as well. I think that's this weekend. And our drop-in, if you're not a member of our Care Corain tribe, then do join it, because it's amazing and it's growing. And every Wednesday now we have I open up a room, and anyone can just drop in, drop out, but you have to be a member of the tribe to come in. You know, people from across the world, local people from one end of the country to the other. It's very informal. It's just a drop-in evening for a chat. It's really good if you're feeling a bit lonely as well. We have a bit of a laugh, and we have some nice conversations. So, but everything's there. So anyway, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm now going to close, and thank you all very much. So, to the spirits of this place, from our hearts to your hearts, from our circle to your circle, wherever you are. We give thanks for this night, for the opportunity for us to all come together and join together, using this amazing internet that we can't see, but it joins us. So we give thanks for that as well in this modern world, for this being able to bring it into our homes, us together. So as we go through this day and the sun, when it rises in the morning, we pray. Let us take time to breathe and look around us at the start of the day. Let us take time to look at those new shoots as they're pushing forth from the earth. Let us not miss in our haste nature's wonders. May we all continue to walk our journeys in truth, in beauty, in balance, and always keep our face to the sun and a song in our hearts. Ahe Namaste. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
I'm going to just dedicate the candle. Get up a bit.
Oh,
I need a
I can do
pulley.
that.
Could you do the candle for us, Sven, please?
I've like. Yes, I can do it.
Sven's going to dedicate the candle. Oh, blow it out, and I like to dedicate that candle to Big Ed.
Be dead.
Thank you, everyone. Bye. Finish.